Hey there, it's me, ya boy, your favorite YouTuber that you've never heard about before. Tell me, do you have a gun that should fulfill your heart's desires? Do you want something that can shoot fast, accurate, and destroy whatever you're aiming at? Well, look no further. The Madsen is just for you. For unapparent reasons, this thing is based on the Kalashnikov rifle, which we mostly know as probably the AK-47. This thing was made from 57 to 62 by Belgian manufacturer. Actually, no, it's Danish. I am slightly stupid. So it's made in Denmark by Dansk Industri Syndikat. I have no idea how the fuck you're supposed to pronounce that. It was made in the variants of 7.62 by 51 NATO and 7.62 by 39. So, you know, 7.62. Which packs quite a punch, as I said in the intro. It's the same bullet that the AK uses, or rather, yeah. The 7.62-39, that should be the AK one. One in the game is the... what the fuck is my controller doing? The version which you can see here in game is the 7.62 x 51, so there you go. That's all your information needs. The sad thing about this gun is, you can't find shit about it on the internet. The Wikipedia article is like 2 parts long, which are each like 3 lines. Seriously, I'll just go ahead. I'm gonna do something boring. Skip ahead like how much time I put there in the text, if you don't want to hear me read the entire Wikipedia article of this gun. The Madsen LAR was a battle rifle of Danish origin chambered in 7.62 by 51 NATO caliber. It's based on the Kalashnikov rifle and was made from lightweight, high-tensile alloys and steel, similar to those used in the M16 rifle. Its layout is similar to a number of rifles at the time, such as the Gram 63 and the Valmet M62. Development of the Madsen LAR can be traced back to 1957, when various arms manufacturers, such as FN Herstal and Heckler & Koch, were producing the FN FAL and the Heckler & Koch G3 respectively. Variants. Variants of the LAR came with solid wood stocks that covered the receiver from the handguard to the butt plate, then with a fixed steel tube and side underfolding stocks. The earlier assault rifle variant, chambered in 7.62 by 49 M43 round, but incompatible with AK magazines, was intended for the armed forces of Finland and purged them away from using a Soviet-based design, the Valmet M62. However, Finland, being a neutral country, ignored this and went ahead with the M62, adopting it as their standard service rifle to its cheaper cost for production and potentially better reliability. There you go. That's the entire fucking Wikipedia article on this entire goddamn thing. Why is my controller still doing that? There you go. That fixed my controller at least. The variant in the game comes with either 10, 20 or 30 round magazines, which is more than enough for all your bullet needs, and it comes with all the advantages that the 7.62 by 51 bullet brings you. Good armor penetration. It deals a good chunk of damage to armored and to unarmored enemies that you'll encounter in all your taking hold needs. Topic taking hold. This is a new taking hold level. If you don't have grapple hooks, yeah, you're gonna be very, very slow in moving this level. I mean, it's nice. I like it. Doesn't fit the fact that my room, whenever I play this game, is goddamn hot because I'm using a Ryzen CPU. But, you know. Now, before I become a beacon of interesting but ultimately incredibly boring information that's just about the gun, you see it's beacon because right next to this thing, you see it's a pun. It's funny. You're allowed to laugh now. These Discord things won't leave me alone, will they? I am going to test this thing for y'all. I don't really have a lot more information about it. I just noticed this. These sights are incredibly similar to those of the Scar, which is probably why they were inspired by the FN FAL design, who I believe had a similar idea, at least in prototype versions. I am not 100% of my FAL knowledge there. I'm gonna have to read up on that in a bit. That's a bullet. Anyway, let's get shooting. For a little bit of convenience sake, I've said that the Madsen LAR is a battle rifle, so you can find it in SMG rifle, battle rifle, and I believe on the 2nd page? Yes, there it is, Madsen LAR. And all the free magazine versions of it as well. And it does have a fully automatic mode for your spammy desires. Now, since this isn't an ammo test, I should actually do it. I should compare, like, different versions of ammo against each other, or the different types of ammo. That would be an interesting, yet ultimately incredibly boring series, just as these video guides on these guns are. Huh. Anyway, just for good measure, I'll just test a little bit of performance against enemies. We all know it's gonna go for unarmored things, so let's test one-hit headshot capability. Yeah. Light armor.
I'll get you next time.
It's a one-shot body shot, actually. Medium armor.
Smart.
That's a two-shot. And heavy armor.
Nap time.
Also a two-shot. So yeah, this thing is incredibly capable of performing against any armor level. Except these masks, which are bulletproof against literally everything. That concludes our informative, yet ultimately incredibly boring test of the Madsen LAR, which also kind of became short, and had to be cut about 7 times because my game runs about as well as a disabled guy in a marathon. I'm allowed to make fun of disabled people, I am disabled myself. Alright, well, I hope to see you all in the next video, which might be more entertaining. I think I'm gonna take a dive into the new Taking Hold map, into the new grappling hood locomotion shit before the next update comes out. Gotta do that real quick because I've only got about half a day for that remaining. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed. Goodbye.